Yo, what's good everybody? And today I'm going to be showing you guys how to actually get the best Dryad build in the game. This also might be one of the best builds in the game. You can boss raid with this build. You can easily win 1v1s with this build. And that's because of all the poison and the relics of this build. And if you want to get this build, just a disclaimer, you need a demon heart. Like, you will need a demon heart to get the best efficiency out of this. And let's go ahead and go into the build. So starting off with the relics, we currently have Toxic Pocket Watch, Witch's Finger, and Sewer Scum Vial. Now Toxic Pocket Watch basically heals you for every single poison stack that you, or not every single poison stack, but once you get more than a multiple of 2 poison stacks, you get health back, which is really good with Dryad because you have so much poison on this build. And Witch's Finger, which has a chance to apply anti-heal on M1, which is a 33% chance. Sorry, I had that reversed actually, but M1ing an opponent with anti-heal has a chance to apply poison on them, and then the anti-heal now converts the victim's health as opposed to just like stop healing it, which basically means that every time they would heal, they would take damage. So it's not like an anti-heal where it would like stop them from healing at all. This is an anti-heal that would completely harm them instead of just disabling it. And then Sewer Scum Vial, which is your poison is now tinted green, and every single one reduces your opponent's magical and physical armor by 3 for each stack. Now, I don't know how busted you guys think this is, but I can tell you with the amount of stacks you can get on a person, like let me go ahead and just cast this move. If I hit this move right here, this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 bulbs right here, right? These are 10 stacks that I can get on somebody, and these are not hard to hit at all to like get every single stack. And if I hit them with every single one, reduces your magical and physical armor by 3 for each stack. And there's 10 here. This reduces your magical and physical armor by 30 with just these, like just these right here. So this build is just insane. And now going off, another synergy of this build is the Rot Doctor Mask, which is whenever you proc poison, a stack of festering will appear, and every time your poison stack would run out, it will basically reapply in the form of like a orb around you. Let me tell him, run over a bulb. Right there, that is the festering stack, so it'll reapply itself onto him every single time. And as you can see, Toxic Pocket Watch just hit because he ran over 2 bulbs and that healed me. It does a good amount of heal. Let me tell him, hit me a bit and run over 2 orbs. Alright, and then having that heal right there, so let me say do it again, that heals me a good amount of health. Alright, I'm currently at 84. I go from 84 to 89%. That is a 5% per heal on 2 of these. So imagine what happens when I go all of these Death Blossoms. Let me tell them, hit me a good amount. Now let me go ahead and get all of these here. And I hit him with this Petal Dance. Hits him with all these stacks. It doesn't heal too much because it's 1 instance. But now that I did all that to him, he now has like a negative 40 magical and physical armor resistance because of all of these poison stacks that just landed on him. Now obviously you can't see it because the poison isn't like actively affecting him, but it is doing a lot of damage right now and is doing tick to him. So it's just like stacks that are underneath that are reducing his armor. Like if I were to hit him here, it's going to do a good amount of damage every single M1. That's like at least like 5%, nah, more like 4% per M1, which is really good. And every single time you have enchant procs, this will also heal you as well because of Toxic Pocket Watch. And going on to another part of the synergy, which is the Witch's Finger. So every time your opponent like has anti-heal applied and you M1 them, they have a 33% chance to apply poison. So going into character info, Spectre Race has a automatic passive anti-heal stat to it. Now that should be at the Phantom Blood. Now inflicting bleed or your final M1 will apply anti-heal for 3 seconds, and then M1ing somebody with anti-heal already inflicted will increase the duration And then, as well as this, inflicting anti-heal will proc your weapon enchant on the enemy. So whenever you M1 them with a flourish, you get anti-heal. You M1 them again, it increases its duration by a good amount. But I'm pretty sure by like 15 seconds. And then, inflicting them already, having them just by hitting the final M1, will also enchant them and giving them the viral stack. So this, having a Spectre race or just a Ghoul race, is the best way for Dryad because you can capitalize off so much anti-heal with the Witch's Finger, or no, just with the race, and then having Witch's Finger add poison. This heals on poison. This one does more damage by reducing their physical and magical armor. Like, it's just so good to have this combo synergy on this build. It might be one of the best builds in the game. It's definitely the best Dryad build in the game to have because of the amount of damage it does. Now, the weapon, you can run this weapon. I like this weapon just because it is like the Dryad weapon, like it summons trees and stuff. However, the best weapon you want to have is the Great Sword counter one. It is the one you get from the jungle. It looks like a brick, but it should be the Met-Sylvia Greatsword. I'm pretty sure I have the Kanabo of it right now, but it should be the Met-Sylvia Greatsword or something like that in the jungle. I'll go ahead and show a picture of it on screen. But that counter might be one of the best counters, or crit might be one of the best crits in the game. You can use it when you're at disadvantage. If you're getting comboed, just press your move. You reflect all the damage, so you absorb it, and then you reflect it back to the user. You can also use it to negate all fall damage. So if you were to jump off this and you're getting chased, go ahead, jump, use your crit right before you get to the ground, and you just reflect all the damage. Like, you absorb it, you don't take any damage, which is definitely going to get nerfed. So if you guys want to make this build and infuse the most potential that you can out of it, I would say go ahead and do it. Try to prog this quick because it's definitely going to be a meta build for this game. Now, another thing about this build that you can do is obviously it is a Dryad, so you get Summon Cauldron, and one of the best things in this game are health pots. Now, health pots heal you 20% instantly. 20% instantly is like almost a bar and a half, a little bit more, and then you get a passively faster regen. So every time you were to regen normally, you get more HP, and you also just regenerate HP in combat faster. So having HP pots, I died with them, and the passive for Alchemist is that you don't lose any of your things, which is not true. Potion pouch, which is you no longer drop potions on death. This is just not true. You lose potions every single time you die. Hopefully that gets like fixed. But having potions in this game are insane, especially for Dryad, because with Dryad you can actually drink a butt ton of freaking potions, bro. Like a ton. Pretty sure with Iron Gut, drink potions faster the lower toxicity you are. So if you were to pop it right now, you would drink it super fast. Biological Warfare, whenever you are above 50% toxicity, landing a skill will transfer 5% of that toxicity to your opponent and imply your weapon enchant. So this is just constantly proccing viral with Dryad. And then perfect blocking or rolling attacks will reduce your toxicity, which will make you able to drink more health pots at the end. And it's just so good to have health pots that heal you 20% every single time you do it, and you can have up to 15 in your inventory. And with Dryad, you can pop like 6 in a row before you get max toxicity bar and die. However, with all the stats that you get, like perfect blocking reduces your toxicity, or if you're above 50%, you reduce yours and give them 5% toxicity. Like, it's just so good to have. It's so much synergy with this build, and that's why this build is probably one of the best in the game. And I'll go ahead and show you guys clips of me fighting with it and actually surviving like a crazy gank. I survived a 1v4 just by running away, popping health potions, and climbing. And yeah, hopefully you guys like the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See you.
Oh, it's the guy from earlier. Maybe. No, it's not. Oh my gosh. But speed isn't as good with Fallen Knight though, so I might put those abilities on my Shinobi. Or something like that, I don't know. Like, all these builds are saying use the Blood Mist and the Blood Jar and all the other things. It's meant to be for bleed.
Is he hitting me through my stuff? That's what I'm wondering.
I'm gonna see if I can fight this sky guy again.
God, what the hell?
What'd you get?
You said you're so horrid. Holy, I was 5 bars. Damn.